Welcome to Keeping Up with the West, episode 4, Tweets for Your Ass. I didn't. Sorry, Brad, I didn't confirm that title with you. We can talk about it later. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Now all I can do is just try to think of other Kanye lyrics that I can throw the word tweet into.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, for me, it was a real dead heat between tweets for your ass and tweets for dat ass.
Yeah.
But I figure you get the point.
Right.
So earlier in the week, you sent me. We'll get into the big one in a little bit, but earlier in the week when we did our episode 3 of the Keep It Up with the West podcast, you sent me. Like right after he finished, he tweeted something awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what that is?
Well, let's just say this was a very, very good week for Kanye Twitter.
It's a very good week for this podcast. I'm glad.
I mean, obviously we both love Kanye, but Kanye Twitter, when it's on, oh my goodness, it's
it's beautiful. It is a work of art.
So shortly after we wrapped the last podcast, he tweeted out, "This is not album of the year. This is album of the life."
Album of the life. He knows that doesn't make sense or have anything to do with isn't correct grammar, but he doesn't give a shit. We get the point. He had a message.
And we're all used to like the rapper braggadocio, but this is a whole other level. Like,
when
he tweeted out the day before when he tweeted out the set list. The track list, the accompanying caption that he wrote was "So happy to be finished with the best album of all time." Which is like, everybody says that, but to say this is the album of life,
of the life.
Of the life.
I'm going to look it up so I make sure I get it correct. Do you know the Bob Dylan line, or what he said after he recorded like a Rolling Stone?
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the exact line.
It was something. I'm just gonna, because I don't know exactly how to find it quickly. He after they finished recording the take they ended up using of the music, he basically said something to the effect of "I'm the greatest musician ever," something like that. I really like that because anytime a genius calls himself a genius, we're all supposed to hate them. But I don't know about that.
Right, like
obviously, I don't
to a certain point, like they've got a point. Like Bob Dylan had a point.
That's a pretty goddamn good song.
Kanye's got a. I mean, I don't know if I can put Kanye in the level of Bob Dylan yet, but he's got.
Sir, I will debate you on that every day of the week.
It's a different kind of genius.
I think it's identical, and it's and you know what? If late registration wasn't as mainstream friendly as it was, I'd probably just put Kanye above pretty much everybody else. We're getting close to that for me. If this record, if he puts so I heard Late Registration, thought it was the best the best record he could possibly ever. Or not late, sorry. College Dropout, thought it was the best he could possibly do. Thought it was one of the best records hip-hop artist could make. Then he goes and puts out Graduation. I'm like, oh, that's the one. Then he puts out Dark Fantasy. And I'm like, no, that's the one. If he tops himself one more time, I think I'm just putting him at greatest artist of all life. Like,
of the life.
Of the life. There's nothing else I can do. All right. And what was the first comment? Do you have that? The first response from when you sent it to me? I can recreate it to my memory, but if you happen to have the exact one,
it was the dad one.
Oh, I have an entirely different one that I would like to share.
Okay, so before you share, the one thing I love about Kanye Twitter is that if you go to any Kanye tweet, somewhere within the first 10 replies, someone will have just replied the word "dad."
Really? I didn't know that. That's amazing.
It's so good.
It's its own culture. We have our own Kanye follower culture. Well, this was the first the tweet that I saw that I thought you were referring to was just some woman, a rather large woman, scantily clad, laying on a motorcycle, and it was like, Kanye, you trying to ride? Are you trying to ride this? What's funny is I've seen so many, and this is rappers and athletes will have this a lot.
All these thirsty hoes.
Yes, thirsty. You know what? I was gonna, in so many words, Brad. You were correct. Thirstios. Always with an accompanying picture. Oh my god. Yep. All right. Sweet.
Other
So-
big news of the week: the album
Yes.
is now called Waves, not Swish, and not the previously titled "So Help Me God." In my opinion, I like Waves better than Swish, but I still like "So Help Me God" the best
Yeah.
because
Well,
that just,
yeah.
like for being who it is and coming after Yeezus, like where coming after an album where one of the featured artists in the track whatever information was God. And yeah,
You're right. I forgot about that. Guest appearance by God. So can you, because you probably know this more than I do, so Kanye also had a Twitter battle with Wiz Khalifa. Am I saying that right? Because
Yes.
here it's with Wiz Khalifa. Now I sound like a real dad. I knew how it was pronounced, but I hear people
well, you're probably one of the
mispronounce it.
people who Kanye pointed out has never listened to a Wiz Khalifa album.
Listen, I get down with he did something with Fall Out Boy at some point, or was that Big Sean / 2 Chainz?
I'm sure they all did at some point with Fall Out Boy.
With Patrick Stump, yeah. We could do a Patrick. If Patrick Stump was a lunatic, then we could do one of these with Patrick Stump. I put Patrick Stump and Kanye West on that same level. Anyway, yeah, I do. I 100% do. I think Patrick Stump's a god darn genius. Okay, so can you explain the background to these tweets, and then I'll read the tweets and allow you to make any comments that you like to.
Yes. Okay. So it all started when Wiz Khalifa, not related to Kanye at all, just tweeted something about, I forget the exact tweet, but he mentioned the phrase KK. And it was something, I think the phrasing was about to smoke this KK, blah, 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 whatever.
Oh, he thought it was Kim Kardashian. He didn't know about
And then
me.
Kanye, somehow, Kanye was just checking up on Wiz's Twitter feed.
Because why not?
And was like, yeah, he probably had some downtime in the studio. Maybe someone else is putting a verse down. So Kanye's just chilling out on the sofa reading some tweets. So then Kanye explodes.
How could Kanye possibly be so egocentric to think that anyone with using those two letters would mean? Most people say KK for okay. And he's like, you're talking about my girl.
Yeah. That's my girl's initials.
That's my girl.
He's putting her on blast.
So
you have the tweets loaded up?
Oh, I got the tweets. I'm trying to find because I got a lot of tweets here. There were a lot. Kanye West puts Kurt Metzinger to shame when it comes to like crazy tweeting in back to back to back. Or Kurt Metzger, sorry, Metzinger is a band. So he says, N-words must think I'm not pretty. This is all Kanye, because I'm the best that's ever made music. Boom. That's yay.
Boom. By the way, that's the appropriate punctuation mark to all of these tweets is boom.
That's yay, and I can put his impression of Wiz Khalifa. That's yay, and I can put his wife's initials on my Twitter. Bro, first off, okay, here we go. Now he starts listing. I love that he lists. And by the way, first, second, and third, he uses different ways of listing. Like sometimes it's a number, sometimes it's a word. There's no consistency. Bro, first of all, you stole your whole shit from Cuddy, who, as all of our viewers know, is the Comedy Bang Bang musical guest from this past season, or musical director, band leader. Second, your first single was corny as fuck, and most thereafter. I like how he's giving him a little credit. Awesome. Third, no one I know has ever listened to one of your albums all the way through. Skips a couple. I'm reading this off of a website. Yeah. 6, don't ever come out the side of your neck at me. He's so good. He's very funny. He has no sense
the
of
best
humor.
part is like when you know Kanye, you can picture the exact way he would say all these.
Yeah.
Like, this is not him writing. This is him talking.
Yeah.
And it's getting transcribed by himself.
I am my own transcriber.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love to see. That's the sketch on SNL I want to see. Is Kanye in any other situation that would require multiple people, but he's just doing every part of it because that's how he is in the studio. And as we talked about last week in that video with Common, pushes the DJ out of the way to tweak shit in the middle of a live performance. Seventh, I am your OG and I will be respected as such. And then he says it again. Don't you ever, ever, ever come out the side of your motherfucking neck, bro, or bruh, however you say it, Mr. Waves. Yeah, because he told him, he's like, you can't use waves. Like, you shouldn't use waves or whatever, because that was somebody else's thing. Which, by the way, the band Waves tweeted, I think I even texted you this, the band Waves tweeted out that they were going to name their next CD Kanye. So that was great. And you better believe in Hard Times Writers Room, I pitched a Waves Kanye West album idea. And then, this is my favorite one. I screen grabbed those pants and sent it to my style team. Hashtag Wiz wears cool pants.
Wiz wears cool pants.
That's a good one. I love that. And then I went to look at your Twitter and you were wearing cool pants.
Oh, God.
You have distracted me from my creative process. And then here's maybe I couldn't.
Like, so if this album sucks, can we blame Wiz?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. He's distracted from his creative process. Yeah. That was that moment that he got distracted. Maybe I couldn't be skinny and tall, but I'll settle for being the greatest artist of all time as a consolation.
That's what I love.
That's a good one.
That's one of my favorites. Like oh God, it's just
so
humble. This is Kanye's version of humble.
Yeah.
Maybe I couldn't be skinny and tall, but I can still be the greatest artist of all time.
He did, yeah, that's true. So the way this website has it is that they've sectioned them into topic or theme. So
it's all cross-referenced and color-coded.
Yeah, pretty much. So here is the 3 tweets he made about Wiz Khalifa's baby mama / girlfriend, Amber Rose, who used to date Kanye, who a lot of actually I'll get to that in a second. But fourth, you let a stripper trap you. Isn't she a model? He calls her a stripper.
She was a stripper.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's even worse then. I thought he was just belittling what she did.
No, she was a stripper.
All right, fifth, I know you mad every time you look at your child and that this girl got you for 18 years. Jesus. And then
great throwback to your own lyric. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And then 13th, you own Waves, I own your child. All right. Now, obviously, it's a little over the line.
It's a little over the line. Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. I was talking about this with a friend at work the other day. Kanye has kind of a point here. Like, if it wasn't for Kanye, Wiz, like Amber Rose wouldn't be as famous as she is. She'd still be just some stripper.
Well, can you explain? Because I don't actually know this. So what happened? So she's a stripper. Kanye decides to randomly date her, or what's? Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, they dated. I don't know what level of stripping she was at.
Like level 12 Mega Master stripper.
Yeah. So then, obviously, because she dated Kanye, she got a lot more famous.
Yeah.
And then Wiz dated her, and now has a kid with her.
Oh, okay.
So the point could be made that if it wasn't for Kanye, Wiz wouldn't have a kid with Amber.
Gotcha. Okay. So a little over the line, but this is Kanye. I mean, we asked for this.
Right.
But so one of the things that I loved about the Dark Fantasy album is that a lot of it, he's talking about his relationship with Amber Rose, and he gets very honest with it. And there are even rumors that the reference that he makes at the very end of the record, or towards the end of the record, where he says, your phone accidentally called me back and I heard the whole thing, and then it's Chris Rock talking to presumably Amber Rose. And he keeps referring to the guy as some local dude. And he does make fun of rappers for being local if they're not as famous as him. And there are references that he might have been talking about Wiz or some other rapper. But all I could think of when I read the next tweet from Amber Rose.
Oh, my God.
Which blows the living shit out of everything else. Those are some good Kanye things, man. So she just says, Kanye West, you mad that I'm not around to play in your asshole anymore? Hashtag fingers in the booty ass bitch. Holy shit.
And that's when it was like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you bust open the double doors. That's where
Yeah.
you throw the fists up and you woo woo woo. And
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's
Oh
where
my
Arsenio Hall has to step in and calm
Yeah.
things down a little bit. Like
Yeah.
that's what that moment was. But like I loved how Kanye responded.
Yeah.
Like
His
there's no good
response
way.
to that.
There's no
No.
good way to respond to that.
No.
But yeah, exes can be mad, but just know that I never let them play with my ass. I don't do that. I stay away from that area altogether. Like, he could not sound more like when you tell your friend, "Oh, you're in 5th grade, and you're like, I have a crush on Christy," and then he's like, "Hey, he has a crush on Chris." No, he does. No, I tell you guys, shut
Yeah.
up. I hate her. I hate her. Shut up. Or the Dave Chappelle, the fuck you, I'll kill you. Please believe me.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, and then the one right after that, where he goes,
I don't have that one. Do you have it?
I have that. I'm not into that kind of shit. I like pictures and videos. Me and my wife got the kind of love that can turn exes into best friends.
Oh my God. I love him. I love him so much. Like I said, I referenced earlier, I've been paying attention to the Kurt Metzger like Twitter explosions regarding Amy Schumer. Nothing he says is coming anywhere near how clever this shit is. So all I could think of though with that scenario was that same Chris Rock bit at the end where he's on the phone, and I just kept thinking about what Amber Rose would have actually said. It's just like, yeah, who taught you to fit 4 fingers in there, baby? Yeezy taught me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Who gave you the money to get your nails manicured? Yeezy
Oh
taught
my God.
Who taught you
That
to use
is
Astroglide?
awesome.
Yeezy. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, can we crowdsource this? Where can I turn this into some kind of bit? Like, this is good
How
for
can
maybe
we
for
hire
this
Kid
podcast.
Rock? Or how can we hire Chris Rock to do a follow up?
Yeah. This is the following the following places that we can use this bit, because you're only going to be able to use it for like a month more, is here. This podcast. Maybe I should have opened with it. Maybe if that's what, yeah, Kanye said.
So Chris Rock, if you're listening, please get in touch.
If you're interested and you listen to this far.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Chris,
But yeah,
to be honest, Chris Rock probably did tune out after the first 5 minutes.
Well, he can do anything and it's funny. I didn't realize that until like I don't know why. I always loved Chris Rock. He was like the comic who like really got me into stand-up comedy. But like I never on other things I'd be like, oh, it's just Chris Rock doing Chris Rock. And I never realized how funny his vocal inflections can be. And just the other day I was listening to an Ice Cube record because I found it in the floor of my closet. The Peace album, War and Peace Volume 2. And there's a thing where Chris Rock just does a chorus, but he doesn't rap or sing. He just talks it. And I remember it's like one of the least funny things. Excuse me, one of the least funny premises. The song is called "You Ain't Gotta Lie to Kick It." It's basically about people who would come up to Ice Cube and go, "Oh yeah, I'm really rich and important. I'm really this and that. So you should hang out with me." Or guys mixed with guys who come up with to girls and are trying to like bullshit them to get them to like hang out with them. Mm-hmm. And Chris Rock does the chorus, and the whole thing is he's just supposed to say stuff as the guy who's lying to women or Ice Cube to try to get. And it's so not a good premise. And he knocks it out of the fucking park. Like, holy, how did he even do that? Anyway, that's all the Kanye Twitter stuff I had. Did you have anything else Kanye related?
Well, as to wrap this all up, he deleted all those tweets.
Oh, right.
and came out with like a positive. I love the world. Bottom line, and all I want is peace and positive energy. What's sad is I love Wiz and I love all my brothers and all people. Good energy, positive energy. I'm gonna take these down because it's all about positive energy. Blessings, positive energy, blessings. Oh, and then in the middle of all, there were like a series of like, this is the best part too. Even after he had cooled off and was apologizing, deleting, not really apologizing, but just saying, you know what,
be real here.
Positive vibes, whatever. Deleted all the tweets. He still said, "Man, it's a sad day. Wiz lost 2 million followers since I tweeted. I didn't mean to ether him like that."
Oh my God, he can't help himself.
He
cannot help himself. I love him.
And he realized the error of his ways. He said, "I'm happy that I now know that KK means weed. Please excuse the confusion. Now back to #waves." But and even better than all that, one of my favorite tweets of the week, in the middle of all that positive energy stuff, he wrote, "This album is actually a gospel album."
Get the fuck out.
It's still up.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This album is actually a gospel album, so I'm very excited for Waves, the gospel album.
Yeah, I hope, you know what, I hope this doesn't ruin the album. He scraps a genius record and he's like, I gotta change everything. It's like after 9/11, like all the beefs that Eminem was involved in, everyone all of a sudden was like, you know what? It's not worth it. But it was because I think Eminem just wrecked everyone on the D12 record that came out in like July 2001. And like everyone he just shredded were like, you know what, guys, in a post 9/11 world,
Yeah.
we can't do this.
Right.
You get wrecked so hard, you change your lifestyle. All right. Well, that's all we got today. You can find me at Eric Tries on Twitter. I'm going to go follow Kanye because for some reason I wasn't doing that when we started this. The surprise.
Is
just follow Twitter.
Requirement for a host of this podcast.
Yeah, right. What is wrong with me? Anyway. Oh, I am following him. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my God, that was a close one. All right. And where can we find you?
I am at B_Heartland on Twitter.
Sweet. And you can find this video and lots more podcasts at erictries2hard.com or at Eric Tries Too Hard on YouTube. You can hear it right now, and I'm probably going to put it up and tag it with all sorts of butt stuff. So we'll catch you all next week for more Kanye. Hopefully it'll be just as exciting as this one.
Positive energy.
Blessings. Bye.